Hello everyone, Oregon Moto John here, just talking about the dreaded striped tank. The clear tank turning striped. I tried a few different things on this old tank when I had it on the bike. I took a rag and there was a place I could reach, and I reached down and I tried contact cleaner on here from the inside. The inside's what's stained, not the outside. I tried rubbing alcohol, nothing influenced it, so I became clear the only thing really I needed to do, left to do, was to replace the tank. So I did replace the tank, but while I had the tank off, I upgraded the fuel filter with a metal fuel filter, put this Takamoto little doodad on down there. So did a few things. Bike only had 40 hours on it, so I didn't put a different fuel pump on it or anything. But anyway, all that being said, and feel free to find my videos on those upgrades, because those are worthwhile to increase the reliability of your fuel system. But this striped tank, so it's just one of those things. I think it comes down to a reaction of the octane booster that I used with sunlight. At first I didn't realize it was the sunlight till I removed the tank, but as you can see here, look at where the plastics are. You can see where the plastics shaded the plastic. There's no change in color, or minimal. I wouldn't have changed the tank with that color. And the reason I changed is I like to be able to see my fuel level. I ride out in the mountains and trails and things, and it was getting very difficult to see the fuel level. So all that being said, watch octane boosters. From what I've researched a little bit, it sounds like a lot of them have a tendency to do that. I don't want to name names because I don't know. I own a business, and it's always hard when somebody says something negative about your business, which may or may not be true, and I just don't want to do that to anybody. But all that aside, I would be careful about octane boosters. I think I'm going to go back to my just regular high octane fuel. I thought about leaving the tank and just running the same stuff in there, the octane booster, and just not worrying about it. So all that being said, do you have any experience out there on what causes this? Was it the octane booster? It appears to me to be a reaction of sunlight or fluorescent light, because this bike's mainly in this garage where it's mainly exposed to fluorescent light, although when it happened in the summer, I would open the garage door so it was getting some UV light exposure. So, but there seems to be some kind of a reaction. You know, as you can clearly see between the sun or light and the gasoline or the additive that was in the gasoline. Kind of interesting to me. Now, what's even more interesting is that this bike didn't do it. Doesn't seem to really be doing it yet, but I put the same octane booster in here, but maybe it is. Maybe it's just a little slower. Well, it's not as bad. So I'm covering this gas tank until I burn that fuel out of there with a towel to slow down any oxidation. I could siphon it out. Well, I don't know if it's even an oxidative process. It's probably something different, so I don't want to misspeak there. But I'm covering it with a towel until I burn that out of there. But so without belaboring the point, maybe let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, you can see how I tried scraping it with my fingernail, and nothing really chemically influenced it. Mechanically, it was able to be abraded off. You can see I could take my fingernail and scrape it real hard, but other than that, it was not coming out. Now, if I didn't care about my fuel level, if I always had access to fuel, I probably would have just run it just like that, kept running the octane boosting additive, because ultimately, I don't know, didn't look that bad, but you know, for your engine, having that additive in there is probably a good thing. But yeah, that's it. The dreaded striped gas tank. I mean, let me know what you guys think, what your experience has been. I found this interesting. I didn't know this could happen. So let me know what you think. What's your experience? What does this? Was it a interaction of the sunlight with the octane booster? Maybe it's just, you know, it's the octane boost because that's when it did it. But you know, what do you think? What are your thoughts? You know, you could run a dark gas tank and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. I thought about that, but in the end, I just went back to stock tank, and just not going to worry about it. All right, hope you're all out riding, getting some two-wheel therapy, and thanks for watching.